Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. Ignore that. That's a thing. Hi, I'm Zeospantera, your host of Z Reviews. And also Inner Fetish. Check out my Inner Fetish channel where I do IMs. Only IMs there. Not here, there. And we're here today. And also don't forget to check out the Universal sponsorship link in the description. Who is it? Who's sponsoring me this week? These are the Meze 109s. Well, the Meze 109 Pro, which would indicate that there's a Meze 109 Standard, and that doesn't exist, so I don't know why they did that. I also don't know what the 109 stands for, even though I've got this book that comes with them that is basically like a pornography pamphlet of like, well, actually, you can see her skin texture. No, this is print texture. Never mind, it's fine. But you go through it, and it's like, oh, God, look at all the pieces and parts and things, and the driver. This is a dynamic driver. Oh, the ultra-thin torus surrounding the dome. I was a picture just of a tree. These are special. Under 1,000. They're $799. $799. $800. They're on Mimic. They're on Apos. They're on Audio 46, and they're sold directly through Meze if you want. The thing about these is SoCal Can Jam, right? That's where I first heard them. So I flew out to California, and I was there. It was a new environment. People, all the fans were there. And as I was interviewing people with the stick, I was like, hey, what's the best thing you heard at SoCal Can Jam? What's the best thing you've heard? This. And you know who said it? You know who said this was the best thing they heard? Normal people. People who showed up because I was going there. People who showed up because, hey, there's this headphone thing. I like music. Crazy high-end audiophiles are all like, oh my God, Expanse. And right, they're oh my God, if you plug it into this $9,000 tube amp into the detail retrieval. Normal fucking people, who I hope most of you are, this was all they wanted. And when you take a step away from this life, this is all you need. I feel like there's a song reference in there somewhere. Let's look at them. Simplicity and beauty, and Antonio Meze, if you follow his Instagram, which I actually do follow Antonio Meze's Instagram, he's into a lot of sculpture and art and biology and like whale femurs and shit. So when you see a piece that looks like this, that's like screwed in, and then it comes down and it twists, and then it attaches here with some screws that hold the headband, that slide, and then there's just the two very long steel ribs up the top that give you like almost perfect articulation, and then it has the joint in the back, and then these ribs remind me of something like an intake on a jet with the grill. It's just gently hanging underneath it. And then you look in here, and it's like, oh my God, that's a cell structure of some sort of like weird parasite from Mars. And it's like, oh my God, these are beautiful headphones. It's like, it dawns on you at some point. It's like, wait a second. Are all these headphones ugly? Oh my God, they are. Like, that's an inspired like design. Like, to have it just come down and hang and then go up and then be the big fat fucking 109 Pro band. Which I'm going to have to complain because I did last time that the elastic in this concerns me, because elastic is going to rest in your head and it's going to constantly be stretched. And in 2, 3, 5 years, it's probably going to be a little bit weaker and it's going to sink. But the clamp would probably hold it up just fine. And if you needed to change it, you can get a special screwdriver to take that off to release the 3.5 millimeter, by the way. And I'm obviously not using the standard cable. This is a periapt cable, actually an older periapt cable. I don't even know if they make this design anymore. And the reason I'm using a periapt cable, because we'll get the one little minute negative is I don't like the wires. And Meze makes really nice cables. The ones that I have for the fucking Meze Empyrean Elites up there is like, and then you wiggle the fingers. But these are, here's the problem. They're not balanced cables, and they give you two of them. And I was jazzed, because like, oh, we're going to get two cables. So you got a really short one. This is like, what, 4 feet? What's this table, 4 feet? Actually, it's just over 4 feet, which is probably the exact measurement I like. I like a 50-inch cable for my headphones. And it's 3.5 millimeter, the dual 3.5 millimeter, and it's like a rubberized cable with a nice metal Meze split. And that's fine. Let's see what the second cable they gave us is. It's the same cable, but 3 times as long. And I'm just like, and it comes in a nice little bag. that says Meze, and it had the cables in it, which were really tightly wound that I had to like let them go for a while. You get this case, which just screams, I've bought something expensive. And $800 ain't cheap, but $800 isn't like, I got a line of headphones over there that equal up to more than my car is worth. So it's like $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, $2,000, $1,800. So in the grand scheme of like headphone stigma, $1,800 down there. What else is expensive down there? Nothing expensive there, thank God. In the like brains, in your brain, you got to be like, all right, it's $800. But this could very well be the last headphone you buy. If you're one of those normal people, normal people, I dream of the day I could be a normal person again with audio, which probably means I've lost my job. So don't dream of that day with me. But the day that you could return to like, hey, you know, sometimes I listen to music or I want to watch TV with some headphones on. This would be it. People asked me very recently, what's my favorite headphone? Like if I had to, like on a desert island, Zeos, gun to your head, pick one, Meze lyrics. Meze lyrics. And it's because the Meze sound out of the Meze lyrics is very, very calming and loving and soft. And guess what? Here it is in a dynamic open back. Take the Meze lyrics and reduce the detail retrieval by 7.5%. Then cut the cost 60% and make them honestly prettier. And they're still heavy. These are not light. For what they are, they actually have some weight to them. But then you get these like pads. And look, have you seen these? Have you heard the good word? These are either a loose 3-knuckle or a very tight 4-knuckle. And they're super deep. They're super deep and they're super soft. And they're not memory foam. They feel better than memory foam. It's like a multi-stage foam. And they're very, very smooth and they're open. And when you put them on your head, you have just enough like, blockage, you know you're wearing a headphone. And then you hit next track and we pray. Fucking Violet Evergarden comes on. I can't think of a better... Yeah, this is just... If you want a headphone that is inoffensive in every single way that matters, these are the headphone. They just do music in a way that's just smooth and concise and quality. Like the word is quality of the day is quality. The quality build, quality design, the sound quality that comes out of it impressed literally 24 people I asked, what's the best thing you heard? And some of the people would say like some obscure fucking headphone over there. And then everyone else would just say these. Oh, those 109s. The people at the booth are super nice. They had 4 or 5 of these. They were putting them on other people's tables to let people use them because I couldn't fit them all. These, let's go to next. Let's get out of Violet Evergarden. Let's go to Claymore. That sounds violent. But still, it's pianos and wistful and there you go. There's something that'll keep you up at night. Some Evangelion, but you know what? I could chill to this. I want to rip my skin off and welcome the death of the world by Orange Goo, but at the same time, okay, so I got to describe sound better than I usually do. I've got other headphones coming up that are important, like Sesvara and things are coming up, so I really need to focus. How do you describe a headphone that no one should dislike? That's the thing. Should. I say should. I'm sure someone out there was listening to them like, I heard them, but I don't know, they make everything sound too good. I want things to sound like shit. These are not your headphones. If you're looking for faults in your music, number 1, stop. Number 2, don't get these because they smooth out all the bad. There's so much bad in your music and you don't realize it until you've like really sat down with a set of headphones that's just like, hey, you suck. and the band sucks, and the mixing fucking guy sucks. Everyone sucks. And then you go, oh, I'm sad, and then you move on. You'll never know what sucks with these. You'll never know what sucks. Everything is presented in two, I want to use the word linear, but it's not linear. It's displayed for you in a fashion that you're like, oh my God, I'm looking at this through a window, through a stained glass. All of a sudden, all your music is through a stained glass window. Like, you could absolutely tell how bright it is and how beautiful it is. It's lying to you. These headphones are the best liars I've ever heard. And that's not a bad thing. Please, please don't take that as a bad thing. Your music's not this good. All right? You have a shit taste in music, and you know it, and it came off a goddamn cassette rip. But you put it through Meze 109 Pros, and it doesn't matter. That's another thing. That's another reason you're not going to see these a lot. You never see me take the Elites off the wall. You never see me bring the lyrics down here. There's a problem with these headphones and like the high-end, like the Atrium ZMFs. The problem I have with those is they're not very amp dependent. In fact, they're very amp independent. I plugged them into Own X1S. This is my layout for when I do IM reviews. I've got everything from the Wall-11 Topaz to JDS Labs to the Gushing to the Own to the fucking LA90, and I could throw tubes on if I want, and it doesn't fucking matter. Everything I plug them into, I just sit there and go, all right, it's fine. It's fine. This is absolutely fine. Nothing here is bad. Nope, it's fine. It's just fine. I went with the LA90 because I thought maybe I heard some more something. So I'm on that, but it's just here. Just unplug this here. Just unplug this here. We'll go into the adapter here to plug the Major Lazer. It's well, like a canary. Like, Major Lazer is well recorded enough, but it's not well recorded. And Major Lazer, which is just Major Lazer is just doing audiophile shit that's like, oh, have you put on the new Diana Krall or Major Lazer? Because it doesn't matter which one you're listening to, because you're listening to it on this. Even the Beatles, all right? Someone was complaining, oh, he skips the Beatles. Even the Beatles sounds good on these. And I fucking hate most of the Beatles. Most, not all. There's that one album that's really good. It's like a remastered album. I know, sue me. Prodigy. Oh, let's put on some Prodigy. The boings, the boing is like perfectly here. It's not just a sound playing to the left. It's a sound playing right here with other sounds around it. I feel bad for anyone else developing a dynamic headphone under $1,000 because you're useless now. They're useless. Whatever you're making, stop. Just stop. KPH 40s, these. That's the lineage. KPH 40s are on sale for $30. Or you need to spend $800 on the 109 Pros. That's it. There's what's in between. Wow, what? Sivga Phoenix? You know what I was looking at? Because they're right in the middle there, the Hemps. I was looking at the Grado Hemps. The Grado Hemps wish they were these. I love my Grado Hemps. I really do. I pull them out occasionally, and they have a weird... I change the headband out, and I change the pads out, and the fucking wire is still attached, and I hate all those things. But they sound fun and relaxed, and that's different from a Grado's normal sound. And whatever they were going for with those $420.69 hemp headphones, this is the perfected version of that. It's perfected. If Meze comes out with a 109 Pro 2, I'll deny it exists, because you can't make these better. You can't make these better. You could try. What are you going to do? Add more or something? Take something? What are you doing? Stop, Meze. Cease what you've done. I don't know why I put this review off for so long. I've had these things for like 2 months. 2 months I've been sitting over there. I took them to Capital Audio Fest. I'm like letting people try them. All like, and I know what they sound like. I'm describing what they sound like. They're perfectly smooth, overly acceptable. The sound coming out of them is almost too pure. It's like something's got to be fucking wrong. Something's wrong. Are we cheating? We got EQs on. What's going on here? What amplifier? What the DAC hooked up? And it's not any of that shit. It's just these headphones remove all the dirt. They're the Mr. Clean headphones. All the dirt and grime and bad that you have sort of, you didn't really notice it, but you kind of knew it was there. Gone. Gone. And I sit here and I knew I was going to say shit like this, and everyone's going to be in the comments and be like, this is fucking, why don't you shit on the thing that they do bad. No. They do wires, default wires bad. They have meh default wires that are still fine. This is like a 64 kilobyte Bob Marley. Like the hiss is louder than the music. I will listen to this entire track because the boom, 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 boom. It almost sounds mono. Is this mono? It might as well be mono, and it's still like the sound demos have moved off of the internet. Well, they're still on the internet, but they're not on YouTube anymore because I was getting way too many like close calls with things, and I don't want to do that anymore. So all sound demos for headphones are now private for patrons and subscribers at $5 or higher. And you get to see me record, and I put whatever wallpapers I want, and I play whatever music I want. And the sound demo for this is going to be a fucking joke because you're going to listen to it and watch it and go, why does everything sound better? It's happened before. If you were any sort of into my old sound demos, people were like, hey, why does the music you're playing through the headphone, through the internet, sound better than the music when I just play it directly? And that's because sometimes the filtering effect of just having a spectacular headphone does that shit. And this is going to do that. This is going to do that in spades. Whatever I play is going to be like, all right, here's the live version. And here's the Meze 109 version. And it's just, it's literally sprinkling angel dust on your music. It sounds fucking perfect. There's just enough bass, and it's just creamy enough. And the sound stages, there was a song happened where something went like across, but not left and then right. It literally did this. It went from far right, which the sound stage is big on these. And from far right, it went, it like looped in like just the smallest increment that human ears can perceive a thing moving left and right. It went, and then went back over. And I'm like, whoa, I never heard that before. It was a song I've heard. I don't remember what the hell it was. It was an hour ago. But it was like, wow, the imaging is just startlingly good. And they're just startlingly good headphones, and they're startlingly pretty headphones. And despite being $800, I think for what you're getting, be it the case and the looks and that box art, whatever the fuck that is, I think you're getting more for your money than you think. To have a Romanian-made, like, exceptionally comfortable pair of headphones that can make me blather on like an idiot for 24 minutes. Like, just an idiot. I don't want to do a review where I know I'm going to be just, I have to rewatch this video and I'm going to be sitting there cringing. Oh God, am I really saying that shit about this headphone? Yeah, it's true. I just get the truth out, Zeos. Just squeeze the truth out like a toothpaste. Like, get it all out. Squeeze that last little drop of truth out. Where if you buy these and you don't like them, I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. Because it ain't your music, because it can fix your music. And it ain't your amplification, because it doesn't fucking care. I think I even at one point had this hooked up just to my phone's output. Look, I have a phone with one of those rare 3.5s. Shut that off. Just relax on a couch, put your socks on, Meze 109 Pros. You're done. If you don't want to be part of this fucking steeplechase of, oh, I need more, I need better, I need all the tubes, if you just want to fucking quit audiophilia, this is your out. This is audiophile suicide. Because you don't have to worry after this. You put them on your head, oh, I'm gone now. Just done. I'm just done. I'm just going to relax. Fuck all this shit. Plugged it into a tube, doesn't make a real big difference. Plug it into the sun, doesn't make a big difference. My music recording quality is not great. It's fine. It's fine. This makes everything fine with a capital fucking F and a capital I and a capital N and then a little lowercase e, just because why not? Right? That's the power of the Meze 109 Pros. That's why everyone liked them. Because no matter what played on them, no matter where they played, they're perfect. And I might prefer the sound of these over like the sound of the Elites. Like the Elites are much more capable. But when you put those on, it's like you put them on, and it's like it's doing things. I haven't worn them in a while, so I'm talking out of my ass a little bit. But if you told me right now, I can never sell either one of these two headphones, but I get to use them for the rest of my days, it'd probably be these over those, which is just astonishing that the words are coming out of my mouth with such certainty. Anyway, I don't want to make this video exceedingly long, although it already is. Thank you, Meze, for sending these, because Meze sent them. I'm all linked to all the places that send them out, and it's just like, here, enjoy your gift. And I'm like, oh God, they're gonna do this to me, aren't they? They're gonna make me talk about these, and like it's so simple. It's like the simplest thing, and it's just the simple things are the things that get you the most. It's like chicken soup. It's your mom's chicken soup. These are your mom's chicken soup. It was never bad. Unless your mom was a piece of shit at cooking, then you'd make my cooking sucked. But you know, wallpaper in the Horde. Links to these on several websites. If you have fun, pick which one you want. Some of them do price matching. Some of them have gifts when you buy it. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll link to an amp or two. That poster's great, but I'm pretty sure because it was bought on Amazon for $17 or something, that the artwork was stolen from a real artist. So go support your artists out there, ladies and gentlemen. They need it. And I'm going to have to find who made that and go support them. Anyway, yeah, music and this. And the sound demo, available to supporters only. But if you want to find new music, that's where you're going to find it, because I'm not restricted to the only works on YouTube playlist, which is never guaranteed to only work on YouTube. And we're good. I'm good. Patreon, subscribe so I see reviews early. Participate in yard sales. No, there won't be any yard sales. Here are the sound demos. $10 a month, private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat. We get to ask me any questions directly. And you also get into a lifetime swap meet channel. Once you're in the $10 chat, you get into another chat forever. You don't have to worry about keeping up with anything. And yeah, Hi-Fi Guides forums. If you want to sponsor this video, by the way, or any of these videos, and go into the universal sponsorship link for a period of time, well, so reach out to me in the wherever how you reach out to me. You'll know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, probably better I don't take your money. But yeah, no, I'm good. You're good. We're good. Thank you. And I feel like I need a hammock. These are a hammock, Neater.